right, folks, welcome to Music Around the World Polka Spotlight. My name is Yvonne Viehman, and this is my wonderful husband, Dan.
Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for tuning in to another wonderful hour of music and dancing here on Music Around the World Polka Spotlight. And now, let's take a moment and welcome the Geraldine Johnson Old Time Band.
All right.
And we'll just take a quick moment and introduce the members of the band. First up on tuba, it's Mr. Chuck Wazanowski. Next up on the keyboard, playing since he was 9 years old, the one and only Mr. Paul Williams. And lastly, on the accordion, the leader of the band, Geraldine Johnson herself. Put your hands together for her.
All right, folks, we've got lots of great dancing today, and we have a quick dedication that we want to get in. This one's coming from Fern Johnson. She wants to dedicate an old-time waltz to Donald Lang, who's celebrating his 90th birthday as of August 14th. Wow. Happy belated birthday, Donald, and thanks, Fern, for sending that in. The next song is a waltz. It's called the Prune Song. Let's dance. Fantastic. Yes. Stay tuned. We have lots more wonderful songs, and Dan has a little
Yes.
information he wants to give our viewers.
Okay. Well, if you'd like to send us a dedication, feel free to send us an email at polkaspotlight@yahoo.com, and we'll do our best to get that dedication, that special occasion on the air for you. So
That's great. That's right. And we have a dedication going out from a couple that's dancing in our studio audience today, Marie and Kurt. Want to do a dedication to their friends Lois and Max as they celebrate their 59th wedding anniversary. Hooray. Congratulations. Lois and Max live in Brooklyn Park, and they watch the show every day, and they just celebrated that 59th wedding anniversary on October 3rd. Congratulations.
And our next song is a polka medley, the Gelida polka and the TikTok polka too.
Let's dance.
Here we go.
All right, got to get in those polkas. This is good. Our next dedication is going out to Anne, who turned 105 years young.
Let's
on
hear it for
June
Ann.
26th.
105. Wow.
Woo-hoo. And it's a happy belated birthday coming to her from her friend Donna. So thanks for
Yes.
sending that in, Donna. And our next song is called Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? Beautiful song. Let's dance. Well, folks, we have Geraldine Johnson and her wonderful band. Let's give them a big round of applause. They are doing a fantastic job today. Yes. Oh, and who has joined me but John Blodgett?
That was a surprise.
Hey,
Huh?
yeah. How about that?
See, I usually like to come out with a good-looking woman. You know?
Oh, there we go. I guess you're doing it right this time.
How tall?
You know, well, I have 2-inch heels on here too,
Take
and I'm
'em
5'9".
Take them off
well.
and bend down a little bit. That's about
Hi,
my
John.
size.
There we go.
Come on.
Isn't this great?
Yeah. You don't have to beg me. Well, how you been?
Very good. Very good.
Where's the other guy?
Well, he's taking a break,
I hope you didn't quit.
No, certainly not. Yeah, you don't pay him enough, so how can he?
Yeah, I know. He's very expensive. Yeah.
Yes. Dan asked for
But
a lot.
how's your summer so far?
Very good, and we're still enjoying summer in October. Can you believe it?
86 degrees.
Yeah, this is good.
But
All the last
that's
week.
a 2011.
Yeah, this is good.
You know what? What people tell me I'm a very good dancer.
This is what I hear. Yes, people have been writing in and saying, John is actually a good dancer, and he's not telling us everything
I hope
he
you don't
knows
make it
about.
up there.
No, I'm not making it up.
Well, yeah, I was dancing with Beverly, but I'm not good as you and Dan and
Well,
Ron and Sharon and other guys there. Jeez, come on.
Everybody has a different skill level, but we all get out there and dance, so that's the main thing.
Well, I
So
can
I'm
do
going to
it.
get
I
you
can do
out
it,
there.
see.
Yes,
I-
yeah.
I'm-
You can
I'm
teach me
s-
a move or two.
I'm really scared to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Well, yeah, you're not quite ready for that yet, John. We got to talk. But
Well, I was thinking I might end up over there.
someday we all can have dreams,
Do you
right?
say someday or Sunday?
Someday.
No, English is my second language. I was thinking Sunday. I said it's too close.
Well, you know who is dancing soon? Our
Who?
ballroom dance group called the USA Dance is going to be performing out at the Mall of America. Hey, hey. And some of the dancers are coming from here that do the polka show are going to be out there joining us for Old Time Waltz and polka. So we dance in the rotunda so you can see from 4 different levels.
We should bring those guys back because you guys are really good at everybody love you.
We'll have to do that.
You know
yeah.
why? You're good dancer, plus you guys good looking.
Well,
Yeah.
all right, all right. So shall we get on to our next song here? You want to do a dedication?
I don't know how to read English.
Oh, you don't know? Okay, well, I guess I'm in charge then. Okay. This one's going out to the parents of Judy Sullivan, who were married on August 26th, 1942. That means 69 years of wonderful
Holy muck.
wedded bliss. How about it? Congratulations to them. That's quite an accomplishment.
That would be nice if they send a recipe how to make marriage long. That
Yeah, people could use that these days, huh?
I think I need a recipe.
All right. Well, this next song is called The Green, Green Grass of Home. Let's dance.
Beautiful song, yeah.
All right.
Oh, the old town looks the same as I step down from the train. There to meet me is my mama and my papa. Down the road I look and there runs Mary. Hair of gold and lips like cherry. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me, arms reaching, smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Oh, the old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dry. There's an old oak tree that I used to play on. Down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary. Where there's a guard and there's a saddle padre, arm in arm we'll walk at daybreak. Again I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me in the shade of that oak tree as they lay me 'neath the green, green grass of home.
Always a beautiful tune. I think dear Dan had played that long ago as he was
yes,
growing up.
many
the
times. I think my
green,
parents
green
got
grass
sick of
of
me
home.
playing that over and over on the piano.
So, Paul, if you ever need a fill-in, we'll have
Yes.
Dan play Green, Green Grass of Home
Yes.
for you.
All
Well,
right.
and look who we have here. Folks, this is Violet Scarpo, is that correct? And her daughter, Mary. Welcome to Polka Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you for being. I feel I know so many of you. So I've been watching it for years. I think 14 years.
And
Yeah.
tell us where you're from.
I'm from Fargo, North Dakota. And I have a cottage on Pelican Rapids, Minnesota. So that's where I'm from.
Well, thanks for driving all that way. That's about, what, a good 3.5-hour drive? I used to live in Fargo, and so...
Yeah.
And so tell us some of the, maybe a favorite dance that you used to do in your day.
I like waltzes. But polka, not too much, but waltzes and two-steps. But I love to waltz. But my legs aren't very good anymore.
Yeah, she was telling us off camera that she spent a lot of hours on a dance floor when she was younger.
And I have 6 sons and 2 daughters.
And their
Wow.
names are?
Charles and Stephen, Paul and David, Debbie and John, and Mary and Matt.
Wow, and you can keep them all straight. That's better than we can do with just
Yes.
2.
No, I wouldn't challenge you, but can you name all your great-grandchildren or your grandchildren?
I'll just say I got 15 grandchildren
15
and
of 'em.
12 great-grandchildren.
Wow, congratulations.
Congratulations, that's wonderful. And John says, you must be a very good grandma.
I guess I am. They like me.
Well, and what grandma would wear a shirt that has Elvis on it? Check that out. You know,
I was
she's
gonna
pretty
say I
hip.
brought Elvis with me.
That's great. Elvis has
See,
not left the building. He lives among us, yes.
He's right here.
That's great. Well, we are so thankful that you could join us, Violet and Mary. Thank you for coming down. And
All you people that I've been watching. I'm so
it's a
glad
real
to be
treat
here.
to see
Thank
them
you,
live,
John.
isn't it?
Oh, it's so nice to see you. Thank
Great.
you. Thank you for
Okay, well,
having
and to all the folks in Fargo, North Dakota, thanks so much for watching. And let's give it up for Violet and Mary.
Yes. And if you have a dedication, you can send it to our viewer response line, which is also on the screen.
That's right. And the next song is?
And the next song is In the Mood.
Oh, we like that one.
Dedicated
do you
to
think
all
you
your
could do that one?
great-grandkids. All right.
Thank. She says, I wish I could get in the mood. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Here we go, Violet.
You're not going to do an Elvis number
Thank
for
you
us?
so much.
All right, here we go.
Thanks so much. Here we go.
All right, that puts you in the mood.
Yeah, we are
Yes.
cutting a rug today.
Ba-dum-bum.
Woohoo.
All right, well, our next song is dedicated to Olga Fisher of Jamestown, North Dakota, celebrating her 89th birthday.
Woo. Happy birthday, Olga.
And her friend Penny Isler celebrating her 88th birthday. Happy birthday to both of you.
Absolutely. And our next song is called Paper Moon, featuring Paul Williams on the keyboard. Let's dance. Oh, yes. Paper Moon. What a fun song. Great foxtrot tune. And look who we have here, Ron and Doris Lazarski. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
How have you guys been?
And great. Super. Yeah.
Excellent. And I hear, well, little birdie told me that you have a special day coming up on Monday. Would that be your 25th birthday, maybe?
49th.
49th birthday.
And holding.
I could go to hell for lying. Yeah.
It's the 28th anniversary of his 49th birthday.
There you go. Yeah, you got that.
Let's sing happy birthday. Yeah. Can we do that? Paul, can you fill us in? All right. Happy to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ron. Happy birthday to you.
Yahoo!
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
We love having you guys on the show. You're quite an inspiration to all of us, and we just want to acknowledge happy birthday, and it's great knowing you.
And
great to be here.
what is the secret to your longevity? What would you say is?
Well, number one is polka dancing, of course, you know.
That's
And then the other one is stay young as much as you can. Dance, exercise, go walking. Don't sit around on your butt, and keep going.
And number 3, John asked.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes,
He
dear.
says, listen to your wife. Yeah.
Well, it's okay. I get up in the morning and the first thing I say is, "Excuse me, I'm sorry," and then I go on with my day. So,
You pretty much covered all the bases.
yeah. So if I screw up, it's all covered. Huh?
John wants to know who makes the coffee.
I do. I make the coffee.
And he makes some pretty good pizza too. We were over at your
Yes,
place.
we've had the pleasure of dining at their house and wonderful pizzas that they make.
Yeah, he'd serve
Thank
us
you,
up a
thank
new
you.
pizza every 5 minutes, and I think we tried them all.
Yeah, good. Yeah. No, we do that every now and then for a pizza party for friends, and it was great. We had a good time that time. We got to do it again.
Absolutely. And I hear you got a couple dedications for us.
We do. Red and Jerry Leonard are friends of ours and avid watchers of the show.
Great.
And Dale and Arlene Benjamin are also avid watchers of the show, and we'd like to dedicate a song to them.
Great. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And our next song is a waltz. You want to lead us out in it? It's
Yeah.
called My Wild Irish Rose. Thank you,
All right.
Ron and Doris.
Show us how it's done.
What a beautiful song.
Yes,
Thank you so
that's
much, Geraldine. That was
beautiful.
great. Great stuff.
That was one of my parents' favorite songs.
Was it really?
Yes.
Okay.
My mom, she's Irish, of course,
Yeah.
and she, we're from the Flaherty family, from way,
Oh,
way,
way
long
back
ago.
then,
Yes.
yes.
My great grandmother, Mary Flaherty.
Okay.
She'll like this next song, which is "When Irish Eyes Are Smiling." But before that, we're going to tell you where to write in if you want to send us a dedication.
That's right.
On your screen, you're going to see the address to where to send a little U.S. mail letter to us, and we'll see if we can get that occasion on the air for you.
Well, and folks, we don't want to let the show go any further without thanking our wonderful crew. Let's give a big hand for our director, Marcia Patton. Thank you so much, Marcia. And our sound technician, Paul Gordhammer. Thanks for making us sound so good. And next up on graphics, Ruben Tahir. Thanks so much, Ruben. And our camera person on camera one is Bruce Harms. Let's give it up for Bruce. Thank
Hey,
you, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce.
And Karen Woods is on our second camera 2. Thank you, Karen. She always does our wonderful countdown, and so she's well acquainted with that. And on camera 3, Larry Hopia. Thanks so much, Larry. Yeah. And our grip today is Danny Connor Smith. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Danny. Yes, we appreciate all their efforts. They are a dedicated bunch, and we just really look forward to having them with us on every show. Thanks, guys.
Yes, and without their help, it wouldn't happen.
That's exactly right.
They make us all look so good, and they've been around so long, it just goes smooth as butter.
That's great.
And we'd like to dedicate this next song to Art and Jacqueline Daniel, celebrating 25 years of wedded bliss.
Congratulations. That's great. Oh, John
yes.
says,
Well,
you guys have something
yes,
special. But
just like
finish
Art
that
and
one.
Jacqueline Daniel, they, after 25 years, they revealed that they met on a blind date, just like
us.
Yvonne and I
How about
met.
that?
And we're celebrating 15 years this week.
Not
of-
50, 15. Yeah.
15, yeah, not 1-5. And I couldn't be happier.
That's
so.
true. And there's a reason why I call him wonderful every time, every show, because he is wonderful. I wouldn't
Oh.
lie, folks. So.
This is my wonderful wife. No,
Woohoo!
just like Lawrence Welk, wonderful, wonderful.
All right. So
well,
let's play that waltz when
yep.
Irish eyes are smiling.
That's right. Here we go.
All right, they're clearing the floor. That must mean we have to come out now. We were trying to get in a little dancing too. How about it?
Yes. Quick, get the microphones.
Quick. Okay.
Hurry.
Well, folks, if you've just tuned in, yes, we are Music Around the World Polka Spotlight, and we're so happy that you've joined us. We go out to cities, wonderful cities like Bismarck, Fargo, Jamestown. To help me out, Dan.
Brandon, Hutchinson,
and Moorhead.
San Bernardino, California.
There you go.
All over the country. So
And
we're-
Wilmer, yes, Burnsville, around the Twin Cities area, and we're just so thankful that you all tune in and are enjoying the show as much as we are bringing it to you.
Yes. And our viewing audience keeps growing. So if you know of a cable operator that wants to have our program, you just let us know by sending us an email.
There you go, that works. And the next song is a polka. Let's dance. It's called Barbara Polka.
Every night you'll find us when the sun has gone to rest in our little nest. we love best. We have found that money isn't everything in life. Just be sure your love is true and there will be no strife in life. Just be sure your love is true and there will be no strife. Every night you'll find us when the sun has gone to rest in our little nest. That's what we love best. We have found that money isn't everything in life. Just be sure your love is true and there will be no strife in life. Just be sure your love is true and there will be no strife.
Fantastic. All right, folks. Well, we're going to give you an opportunity to get to know Geraldine and her band a little more as we do a little
Yes.
interview. So I'm going to
ask
scoot
a
over
couple
here.
questions of
and-
Geraldine. And now, where are you guys from? Where's the band from?
Well, I'm in Apple Valley, and Chuck is. Where the heck are you from, Chuck? Minneapolis. You call that Minneapolis out the right way, Bear? Okay, he's from Minneapolis. And Paul is from. Oh, you're the one from White Bear Lake. Okay. Get them all mixed up.
Well, we hear that you had a nice experience meeting Lawrence Welk one day. Is
Yes,
that
I
right?
did. Mhm.
And where were you when that happened?
I was at the Hollywood Palladium in California when I was a very young girl, very good-looking young girl.
Were you in your 20s or 30s? Or
I
where?
actually was probably only 19.
19, and I hear you had a special outfit
My
on.
mother let me out of the house, yep. I just had a pink dress on and a pink purse and pink shoes and a pink little thing in my hair. And pink must have been in back then or
Yeah,
something.
pink
but
lipstick too, I
oh,
suppose?
I just looked gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I went there and, I'm so old now I forgot how it happened. But somebody, in those days, you had to write little things on pieces of paper
Uh-huh.
and request things. And someone knew about my accordion playing in Minnesota, if you can imagine that.
Oh.
They heard about me in Hollywood.
Oh.
I almost decided to change and become a movie star, but that's another story. Anyway, someone said, let's have the gal from Minnesota play a song. So out of the blue, he calls me up on the stage, and I'm like, I was very nervous, and he says, here, try this accordion on, see if this fits. And before you know it, I was playing with the whole band behind. Oh, it was so wonderful. It
Oh,
was
do you
just-
remember what song they had you play by chance?
Oh my gosh! At that time there was a famous song called what's the name of that? Grandfather Clock, and the man who had a really deep voice, and he would sing that Grandfather Clock song, and everybody remembered him because of that voice. And so I remember we played that. And the thing that I thought was wonderful was when it was all over, when I left, I was still kind of shook up. I left my purse up there.
Oh.
You can't leave behind the pink purse.
Yes.
Yeah, and anyway, they somebody came up to the table and gave me a note that said, "I think you left your purse
Was
up
that
with Lawrence."
Is that
Welk."
because you're the only lady dressed in pink and
Yeah,
it was a pink
probably.
purse? Just kind of like matched you up?
and anyway, I said yes. They said come backstage when the show is over, so I did, and then they presented me with this little. I don't know. They probably got off the table. It was a flower arrangement, and thanked me, and I got to meet each and every one of them. Got everybody's autographs. So hopefully one day that'll be worth some money.
Excellent.
All
Wow,
right.
that's a
Well,
great
that's a great
story. Thanks, Geraldine.
Worth the memory to me. It was wonderful. It really was.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, if the viewers wanted to find out where you're going to play next, they're going to flash on the screen some phone numbers, I think.
We have a website, and of course, along with our drummer, the website went down.
Oh, okay.
So if you want our schedule, you just email me at my email address at gjsqueezebox70@gmail.com.
All right.
Or you can call me, and it'll be on there also.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank
we
you,
really
Geraldine.
appreciate
That
it.
was
Let's have a big
wonderful.
round of applause
Yes.
for Geraldine Johnson's Old Time Band.
And the next song it's a polka. It's called There's a Tavern in the Town. Let's dance. All right, fun polka dancing. We got some fun dancers joining us. Let's welcome to the floor Tom and Karen Wiblish-Howerton.
Hello, everybody.
Always glad to see you, and look at this. Aren't they beautifully adorned? How about it? Let's
Yes.
give a big round of applause for those wonderful outfits. Love it.
You know, I have a picture of them. If Larry can focus in on this, this is a picture of them. It almost reminds me of The Sound of Music. They've got them in their costumes, but they're
The hills are
frolicking
long.
over the hills. Can you see that, Larry? There.
That's
I'll hold that,
great.
try to steady her.
Okay.
There, he's got it.
And Tom and Karen want to tell us a little bit about some of the festivals that they've been to recently.
Well, first of all, mention the State Fair. When we were there with Barefoot Becky dancing in Heritage Center, we saw a lot of you that recognized us from the show, but I even was able to get a 100-year-old woman in her wheelchair dancing, which was very inspiring. From there at the Ramberg Center, we actually had the U of M marching band trombone section. We got 6 couples out, young people, dancing polkas with us.
And you can
Woohoo.
see that if you want to see the adventure. It's on YouTube, and it's www.polkava.com, and it shows 4 couples that came up one at a time, and they were in their little khaki shorts and their little maroon marching uniforms.
And Roy on the trombone from Chicago was actually playing with the Squires. They invited him up to play with them. The Squires are going to be here in January, I guess. Well, the picture you saw was when we headed up to Monoman. The Lions Club up there wanted us to provide entertainment for their membership drive. And so while we were up there that evening, during the afternoon, we hit the local nursing home. And Channel 14 up there, so many of you said hi. And we want to thank those people for viewing.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody, in Monoman. I didn't know it aired there, but I suppose it's pretty close to, Fargo, Moorhead area. Yeah.
Correct. And on the way back, we hit the Frazee Polka Festival. And people there, it starts at noon, but people there at 11 waiting to get in, just like at school, waiting to get in before the doors open. Of course, many of them in Frazee have seen us too, so we want a shout out to everybody in Frazee. Wonderful Polka Fest, noon to 8 that day. And they even had ribbons that they tied on our hands, yellow, black, and gold, the German colors. So thank you for that Polka Fest, Frazee.
Well, thank you, Karen and Tom. That's great.
We'd like to send out special wedding wishes to Colin and Monica last night we were honored to provide a Oktoberfest groom's dinner for them. And it was just wonderful. Many of the people there love the Polka Spotlight show, and they thank all the dancers, in particular.
And we had
Dan and
15 of
Yvonne.
them shoe-plottling, believe it or not.
And we
What
had
a deal.
we had all 50 people up dancing for over an hour.
Oh,
We
you
also had an
guys.
accordion player with us.
Great,
Ron.
great. Fun stuff. All right. Well, you know what? The next is a Schottish medley. So can you lead us out in that? It's called the Johnson Schottis and the Johann Pa Snippen. Did I pronounce that right? That's right. All right. Let's see it. Karen and Tom, thank
All
you
right,
so much.
Let's go for it.
Great stuff. I always like to see that done. Thank you, dancers. All right. We have a bunch of dedications we want to get in next. First one's going out. My dear mother, Clara, has a friend at St. Hubert's Church in Chanhassen, Florence Slominski, who watches. So thank you, Florence, for tuning in. And she says, I just love watching Yvonne and Dan.
Oh, gosh.
She said, oh, well, you know, she's partial to us. Sorry, John. Because get this, here's what she said. She says, oh, they're so polite to each other and they're kind to each other. They must be holy. So thank you, Florence. That was very sweet of you.
Very sweet, yes.
Appreciate that.
And Florence also is right out there with Mary, little Mary. I don't know if you remember, 93-year-old
Yes, she
Mary
came
who
to the
danced
show.
in one of our past shows. We're going to shout out to Clara and Mary at
Yes.
Summerwood of Chanhassen. Mary is 93 years old.
And we do want to mention, too, when I was talking to John earlier, Dan and I are members of a group called USA Dance, and we are going to be emceeing a big show in November out at the Mall of America at the Rotunda. And if you're interested in learning how to dance, you can come to a website at, they'll
on the
flash
screen
it on
right
the screen
now.
there for USA Dance and learn many styles of dance. There's many wonderful, talented instructors in the Twin Cities area and lots of wonderful ballrooms, the Medina Ballroom. There's Tropical Ballroom out in Woodbury. So if you're on the west end or the east end or anywhere in between, there's plenty of dancing to take in and to learn how.
Yes. And we'd like to do another dedication to a faithful viewer, Ruth Buckley Huss. Ruth is also the world's best mom, and this is, of course, from her daughter. A little biased there.
Partiality there. Yeah.
And we know she's right. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. And from a couple of dancers here in the studio, Louie and Delia want to say hi to a beautiful lady they met who they didn't get the name of. She's in a wheelchair. And they just, she said she'll always be in their hearts.
Oh, that's great.
And to Louie's boyhood friend, Buddy Rodriguez.
All right, yeah.
Well, that's a mouthful. Let's get on with the dancing.
And the next song, it's a polka sing-along. So folks in the audience, get your voices ready.
And in the viewing
folks
audience.
at home,
We want to hear you sing all
we're
the
going
way
to sing
through.
You Are My Sunshine and dance a polka.
Here we go.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make happy when skies are gray. Never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Be happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please at my left, dear, there'd be no other. No one would become between. Now when I know, dear, I'm not again. When I love all my dreams. Don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Well, hey, we have some familiar faces that we want to introduce to you once again. Sharon and Ron
How are
Meyer,
ya?
thanks for coming back. Hey, hey.
There's a few ladies here in our audience that are red hatters, and I happen to be a red hatter in my building in Golden Pond in New Brighton. And
Tell us a little bit about what that is or what you need to do to be a member. Just owning a red hat, is it?
oh no, you want to have fun. You schedule events. Sometimes they're every month. Sometimes they're just whenever you feel like it, and you go to different venues like plays or something like that. But most importantly, you just got to have fun. Period.
They don't let
Well,
men,
that's a great
They
theme.
don't let men involved in
Just
this.
women.
No men. Yeah. I did
that's half the
participate
fun.
one time. I cooked them a bunch of chicken, so I was an honorary red hatter for the day.
Heck, if you can get a man to cook for you, what the hell? Why not?
Well, you can't get a man to wear a red hat, though,
You
right?
can't get a man to wear a red hat.
Hard.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but
Sharon, all
this
right.
is
Yeah.
for women. You have a dedication?
Yeah, it seems to be all about age today, and we got a couple of friends, a couple of buddies that they just had birthdays. Britta Strum, our competitive cribbage player, she's tough. 102 years old. She is so old right now that she don't even say the 100 anymore. They say, "How old are you, Britta?" She said, 2. Oh. So there's some advice for those of you that are over 100 years old. And our other friend, Evelyn Gustafson, watches the
Okay.
show.
Great.
And
She's
Evelyn,
108.
Yeah, 108. Yeah, I think she's the oldest one that watches the show. 108.
And they beat you at cribbage?
Well, the 102 does.
Who does? The 2-year-old.
Amazing.
Yeah, old or young.
At that age, they are definitely young because they're
Yep.
They're active, very active, very active.
Do you think it's the cribbage that kept her mind so
Oh,
active?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Good
Boy,
for
counting
her.
them numbers, that's gonna, you'll well into your hundreds doing that counting.
Good, good.
Yeah.
No Alzheimer's there. Yes.
By the way, there's a big festival coming up whenever this is shown in Rochester, Minnesota at the Kaler Hotel. Call the Kaler, get a schedule sent to you. It's first part of November every year. It's a giant festival, one of the big festivals in the Midwest.
That's right. I remember you mentioning that last year down in Rochester. And so, folks, if you're interested in that, definitely go on down to Rochester. It's the first weekend in November.
First weekend in November,
Yes,
yeah.
at
Call the
Kaler
Kaler.
Hotel.
They'll send you a schedule.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, great. You know what, folks? We have come to the end of our show, so we're going to close it out. We want to thank Ron and Sharon for coming
you.
up.
Thanks,
And
guys.
thanks to all of our dancers in the studio audience
Yes,
today, the
and-
Red Hatters. Thanks for joining us.
And thank you to all our viewers out in TV land.
That's right. And to our wonderful producer, John, and our fabulous crew, thanks to them. Give a big up for them.
And to the Geraldine Johnson
Band.
Old Time Band.
Yes, thank you for being with us today. We really appreciate it. And our last song is called Show Me the Way to Go Home.
All right.
God bless
Lead
you
it
all.
out. You bet.
Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it went right through my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always hear me singing a song. Show me the way to go home. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a glass of water about an hour